Keleke yasho leyo nto yakhala sayizela uGeneral uJinela coming at you with another Think General episode. And joining me over Zoom, someone I've featured on GNPS, friend of mine, a brother, a friend, man, a comrade. Ukraine, I'm DDT in the house.
Baba, hey man, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate being back on the show, man. I really appreciate it. I've seen since the last time I've been there, the show has progressed and grown strength by strength. And now I see you in the streets doing what I love, man. Hey man, I'm really I'm so proud of you, man, that to say the least,
Yeah.
And how you doing?
I'm good, my dog. How's the family?
Wonderful. Family is awesome, man. The kids are growing. They're no longer small now. Now they're opinionated. Yeah, so now you got to change the dynamics of how to engage them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all wonderful, man. It's all love,
Yeah, I feel you. Otherwise, I think the last time I spoke to you was before COVID, eh? Well, I mean,
yeah, man. You see, that's how we're doing it now.
Yeah.
We're doing it virtually, Baba.
People don't need to know what we talk about.
Hey, dog. No, not at all, man. That cannot come out. That's between you and I, between brothers. But we got to take those conversations out sometimes, and really engage them in these spaces, deep conversations that that affect real brothers out there. Because we're all trying to put on a facade, that things are going fantastic. Just recently, we just been witnessing a tragic loss of our brothers due to depression. We lose value to Ukraine, understand? So I think this platform could be, a space where we could engage an ordinary guy and just come and tell the story about how they, they facing day-to-day challenges. You see, like you just mentioned now, that the last time we were together, it was we never expected, we never thought how privileged we were back then. However, then the pandemic hit, and then the whole dynamics of our lives has changed. Now there's stress of coming all directions. So people are facing challenges in their own diverse way. However, we need to find a way, not to say let's cry, but let's have a shoulder to cry on, at some time, or somebody at least that you can, for me, fortunately, it's my wife,
Yeah.
It's been great. Yeah, marriage, man, is wonderful. So the same profile, I'm the same profile on Facebook, bro. Nothing changed.
No, I've managed to keep the same profile.
My man, big up to you, man. Yeah, and as well, we need to talk about, our young brothers respecting our ladies in terms of settling down, Yes, we can have fun as we're young, but I mean, like, the conversations change, We go through life stages differently, but however, what I believe is, as young Black men, we were all brought up to respect women. And this thing that's going on today with falling money and, but deep down, all I'm trying to say is brothers need to come down and find a way, perhaps, of the family structure, to be restored within the Black families, and just to engage around those conversations, because, like I said earlier on, the dynamics have changed. Even the man's position in the family physically has changed. You can never play the role that your dad was playing. You'll be considered, you'll be named psychopath, all these kind of words, But you have to calm down and adjust into these new changes without losing our core values of Ubuntu and stuff,
Yeah.
So those are the kind of things that
you're touching on something that's very important, man. Because I feel like the family structure, as far as the Black household is concerned, the state it's beyond deterioration. Like, we're basically non-existent. Like, if you look at the family structure of the Black family, it was distinct ukuthi ugogo, umkhulu, ubaba, umama, Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But in our times,
So,
all that's missing now. Uhlangana nengane estradini umuntu omdala ekubingeleli nokubingelela.
Dog, Bagbiza dog. Yo, what's up, dog? What's up, dog? It's the primary. Yeah, ngiyakutshela. Chill, my time, chill. But I mean, but I mean, it's those. I mean, like I'm saying now, we cannot.
Yabona lento kaRazo, lento kubizwa ngeRazo.
Hey, baba, hey, Bagbiza uRazo.
Hey, Mara.
Slim time, I start slim. It's said that these young people today, we were there, and our parents used to tell us the same thing, that we keep continuing. See, at some way, we need some structure, and we can't get it on the web, internet. Somehow it has to come from home. And this is practice, in terms of connecting to who you are. For example, there was the original Shong, which I'm still carrying today. So I'm just going about not knowing who I am, worried about who's posting what, instead of, knowing where I come from and what is the whole family structure or the core, the vision of the family. Because every household, I believe, has its ministry. We cannot all be doctors and be politicians, you know what I mean? Maybe there's some family that produce imbongi. So you'll be taught on how to actually handle your craft. Perhaps, but all of that now is missing because everybody is here, bro. I mean, times have changed. So us as men, we need to find a way of how do we engage. Yeah.
You're touching on something that's very important. It's just something that was crossing my mind, is that, in our families, we've lived and but if ubuka lezo ithakazelo zazenzela ukuthi zidocumente umlando womndeni. And in our times, like kunogogo nomkhulu bethu sebashona ngithi, why don't they then graduate to ithakazelo zala ekhaya if sebengasekho? Because angithi futhi mase beshonile siyasho sithi abakhuphula, yabo, sibakhuphulele emsamo.
However, those are the conversations that we need to engage, my man, because we seriously lost Samba no more, bro. I understand. Right now, anything that happens, we don't know why Ukraine is fighting or whatever they're fighting with Russia. But if I understand, I'm a politics ne ideology yabo. I find in it.
Yeah.
So now, how did we end up where we are? Is because we lost ukumamelana, we lost ukuhlala ukunikana isikhathi, sihlala sibizi mara senzani, busy mfethu mara senze next. The only time we get together is when
noma khona uphuzo oludakayo.
Uyabona ke, and lezo zinto lezo sometimes usuke ungazange uzo-engage, uzo-relaxa to get away from your life. So, and in that small time again, that's when conversation people get to speak, but I feel comfortable, in this life, they're really being vulnerable. But masculine as men, I'm talking from a perspective of a black man, because that's all I've been. I've been black all my life, my man. So I'm just gonna talk, and I've engaged with quite a few number of people, my peers, younger than me, some older than me. However, the experiences are the same. It's like the cycle E1, bruh. Whether you interview in Pumalanga, that's why we have the fluid. Why don't you learn? When we already feel like we can change lives, then we destroy ourselves worse than we were when we started. I mean, that's just like a curse, my man. I just wanted to engage in things like that, And now,
go
ahead,
fuck, man, I forgot my point. What were you talking about? There's something in.
No, I'm just talking about. You know, in
What
essence,
did you
I'm just
just say?
talking about, hey man, I just have a lot of things that I want to get across, you know. So I might have, you know, and I don't have it scripted. So,
Okay,
so yeah,
but
I was just saying that us as black men, we need to start supporting each other in terms of, you see now, ITRIP, I don't know who makes it, but I must make sure with at least nama pay out true.
yeah,
But
yeah,
and anything that's black, you know, we have history. The religion that they got, they're using against us is the very thing that works for us. But manje, indoctrinator ngenye indlela ifike yayoxutshwa le basithakatha ngento esiyiphethe eyethu mara you
yeah,
understand? Because earlier on we were speaking about who we are. Ma ungafika kini angeke asisafani emndenini. Ufike kini uthi bengibona ukuthi this month asihlabeni sibonge nabakithi ukuthi sisaphila nani nani nani. Uzokwazi abazalwane. Not ukuthi I'm against them, but bazokwazi ukudefenda into yaseRome abangazi nokuthi eSouth Africa bayayibhiliva kodwa umndeni kuyahlukana ngaleyo nto. Into esiyiyo asiyifuni. So this apartheid system, my man, it did us good because everything that we consider sophisticated bourgeois, upper class is lungu. And I don't like that mentality personally. And yeah, well, it's lungu says kuluma because it's a way of communicating across the globe. Kodwa-ke, basilimazile nathi asingazilimazi ukuqhubeka phambili. You see what DA did? He brought all the major decision makers in the media, in the sports field, however where they have influence. But Buffett, sabotage. Let's start our own thing. You own a barber shop. Just own the machines, the chairs. You know, let's build our own thing. Not that we can't. We can, my man.
yeah.
We can. We have
we already did. We already did. Like, there's so many things that were invented by black men, and it's just that we are never told what they were invented by black men. And now, here, like South Africa, we have a saying, like everything we give credit to Umlung.
That's nice. No, and that's not good, man. You see, so I just want us to unite and this black Twitter thing, you know, this social media negativity that's being pushed to make black people not to unite again, you know, because to diverse, there's so many fields where we can, we can actually master our craft. Social media is a place where it can put you in a global space.
Yeah.
Now, masses of color saying that I'm up build bullies in such a space where we're supposed to grow and you know, craft when you start to put in like whatever you're doing, and then you have like 10,000 people, but 2,000 are like criticizing, but they're not doing anything positive, you know, to change the community. You see what you're doing, whatever that we will speak, somehow it might trigger some movement. Not that we're pushing a movement, but all we're saying is black people must just unite and stop putting each other down. This black cancel culture is only meant for black people. It's to oppress us. You see, there's this, the black man. You see this GBV, violent thing. It's aimed at a black man, not at the white man. All of these laws that are coming on here, it's just to put a black man in a small Lanyana box. And then,
but wouldn't you say, Tulanu, there are black men who do commit atrocious crimes against women? Hence, then the whole GBV thing.
You are spot on, 100% right. The many variables that can lead into a man beating up a woman, or finally resulting into violence. In my opinion, let me tell you this, man. We were brought up in a hush. The same past system. Now we have to rechange our mind now, reprogram us, our way, the way we see life. Now, I don't know what was along. I think you are early 90s or late 80s. But still, we are finding that abakhuliswa ngale apartheid sukana naye apartheid ukuthi umuntu omdala uyahlonishwa unkosikazi wakhe, but then siyazishintsha, understand. Kunamanye dynamics, like I said, are variable in terms of in a relationship.
Yeah.
You're weak. And then each time they get to know each other is when they're accusing each other. I didn't do that. I don't trust. They never sit down properly, express my differences with love. Each time that the differences are expressed, it's on attacking a black man. Out there when he goes out, he looks at himself as a failure. And then the final person that he looks at, and it depends on, for support or azombona ngenye indlela. That's the one who actually knows what to say to pull him down. For most brothers, I don't know, because as fun. You can handle it. Some can't, they just burst out. But it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. I'm not saying it's an excuse, but just like I said, diverse variables. But it's just one of the analogies that I can put out that makes our brothers lose. And in my experience as well, I've seen some of my people, smack, but I can't stand seeing a woman being beat up in front of me. I just wouldn't allow that to happen on my clock. Yeah, I don't believe also in engaging in altercation. I believe in positive energy because I'm here for all of that. We've suffered enough as Black people to be spreading negative energy. So akufani nami mina mangibona umuntu omnyama akufani nawe wena mabona umuntu omnyama mina I see a God in every Black person.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? Like, there's something I always complain about is that, like, ukushela kusekho esikhathini samanje. You understand? Ukushela kusekho bafana basasheli and girls like abashelisa angazi uma
they loose.
Like like you can't meet a guy today. Yabo, uhlangana nomjida namhlanje, next thing you hear his place kusasa.
No.
You understand? I once heard a voice note of a young girl talking to a young boy, I guess, I hope. Isn't that ezisho lapha, hey, yo, and like it's shit that you find odd ukuthi a woman would say these things to a man, because one thing I know about men,
to us it's,
you understand, like they don't respect shit that comes easy. Namang. I'm not, dog.
We are chasers, my man. I need to
exactly,
that's
dog.
Like, built, we gotta chase.
Like these young girls, you like the boy already, but like make him work. See, see if he has a mind. Let him use his mind to win you over.
Attract you,
See what he can say.
Simple. No simpleton-minded, he must chase and see actually what you see life as, and it must actually be in line with what you believe in, your core beliefs, whatever that is. But today, brah, it's just money, whatever. Even if name pay the business money, brah, hey, dog. Don't get that money. Shit, I want to be one. I tell you, man. Damn, man.
Yeah.
So it's up to us now and use platforms like these just to say to young people, enjoy your time, enjoy being young. Don't force seeing someone 35, maybe they just got their job and you're at the place. We are proper now. One day when you want to you want to do that as a lifestyle just because you saw it. Just have control, self-control. I mean, we've got a lot of things that we can sort out. If we have our minds right, we can build our own schooling system that is naturally for Black. Us, the hybrids, bro.
I hate to keep hearing that. Like, we need to start. Like, there's people that have skills, dog. Like, abanye bethu siyasebenza in the community. You understand? Yini esivimbayo ukuthi singamadoda sibizane ukuthi sihlangane sibe nomhlangano. Ungahlangene nekhansela, ungahlangene nenduna, ungahlangene like nje. Here is just
concerned citizens, yes.
Yes, all men lelikasi mhlambe isethembisa ikwamashu.
I hear you.
Wonke
I
amadoda
hear you.
akhathazekile ngekusasa lale ndawo ahlanganeni. Whether uyasebenza usebenzi.
Or not.
It's
Man,
compulsory.
hey,
And we sit and discuss, because dog, like if you look at KZN, the reason which this place is still called KwaZulu is because of men who came together and stood together with one common purpose. You understand? There's not a lot of places. There's not a lot of places in Africa where you can find where we still bear the names of our great grandparents. You know.
Amen.
So men need to stand up. We're in that time right now. We need to stand up as men and come together. You know, whoever has issues that they're dealing with, you need to speak them out, so that us as men will find a solution. Because ayikho into ehlula amadoda mfowethu.
Hayi baba, ukhuluma futhi.
Yabo.
And you know, I think it's a safe place somehow to let things just roll as they are as men, because hey, as nobody involved, I don't wanna, you know, I don't know what the mentality is though, however, but it starts small, man, you know, in your own space of influence. In Ekaya, the little woman that you have, your sisters, your little sisters, brother, your sisters, I mean your big sisters, your aunts, I mean your grandma, treat them as queens. So that even if you meet some woman out there who has never experienced the love or the respect from a man, or being addressed in a manner of acknowledgement, like you know, after every interaction, this is what I believe, after every interaction, I must at least change mood to better, be lower, you know, on yourself. It's a perception must be positive. So each time we interact, we need to make sure that we leave each other with a great positive self-reflection. Now. There's a lot of people walking around.
There's something odd when Atulane that I see happening. Like you'll find umchita unengane entombazane and uthi hayi akafune lutho kanjani nozodlala ngengane yakhe, but yet yena ubhizi udlala ngey'ngane zabanye abantu. Like when are we gonna like sing all over? Like when are we gonna call it? Like I saw a case ephepheni. So leli time leli shuthi lizama ukubulala intwana ena 27. Yes. Ebithola nengane yakhe na 16. Now, if you ask me, I would say the boy is 27, othola nengane na 16, wrong. You understand? Yeah. But in the same instance, in some other situations, not in this case, you will find that ubaba naye has before done the same thing. You understand? Oh, not only that, he knows someone who's doing that same thing.
Who's doing it.
And agamkhuzu, instead we am encouraged.
We're not accountable. We're not taking each other accountable.
Yes. So you can't have double standards. So you need what you wish for your daughter, brother, sister, mother should be what you do to others that you see out there. You should treat them as such. Because
you'd be amazed, my man. There's some people.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
No, you continue.
No, they need to be. Yeah, you'd be amazed, my man. Some of the ladies out there, you see them. You know, you walk with a smile, happy, constant streak. Wire. Whether something has just disappointed me 10 minutes ago, I'm still maintaining my smile. Hey, Bijan, you're Peter Glenn. You know, try to, you know, hey, what's wrong with him? What is he on? You know, people are angry. You know, especially women, black women. I understand though. There's so many things, the pandemic, and you know, some men leaving them with kids, and then here you are. They're thinking you men are lucky. You know, you're going around leaving kids around, and then you get to enjoy your life and go to, you know, and maybe they feel like, you know, we just don't regard them as human beings. So sometimes you leave them with shock. you know. So that's why you gotta give love at home to whoever that deserves it. Actually, anyone that's connected to you or that you live with, show them love. Because, my man, if we look out there, the major thing that the serial killers, the pedophiles,
sorry,
all those
Tulane,
people,
I just need to just stop and start the camera. But you can carry on talking. Cool. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. All right, cool. So I'm saying that the number one problem is these people are lacking love. Now we'll wait, man. We'll wait. Lacking love. Yeah, they kind of do. Yeah, I'm having tea. Lemon.
Yeah, you're saying they're lacking love and...
Yeah. No, I was saying that when people lack love, bruh, so the moment someone with intentions that are malicious, they can sneak in with, you know, using the term love is special, you know, those words that they've never heard from a man. And that's how they just let their guards down. So they know that who they are, their worth. Because women, honestly, they're beautiful. They don't have to do anything. We would love them even if they would, you know what I mean? all of these things are unnecessary. Honestly, I look at my wife, I'm like, oh man, God really can make these two things work together. I look at my wife, I'm like, gosh, she's so beautiful. And I tell her sometimes, like, hey, when you have my jokes, she needs to know. She needs to know, you know. This
but
is how
they don't listen. They don't listen to that.
Like I said earlier on, with us, we my voice needs to be, you know, when I'm making my point across a valid or a serious, my voice needs to be in a different tone, and that tone tends to the aggressive side. And let's love each other, man. That love is so beautiful. I don't know how you perceive love, but my love is true.
Like going back to the
my way of expressing love, dog.
Yeah. Going back to that
No, I'm saying my way of showing love is point.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I was saying that my way of showing love is just to appreciate your time, and, you know, however way that is available. It doesn't have to be calling you constantly. If me acknowledge you, so me now, and that's it, you know. But it's different for everyone, you know. So yeah. You said going back to
the point you're letting razor yokushela. It's like also just what's adding to this thing GPV is that like singabafowethu asinalo iqiniso masixoxe yabo. So that's why some of us when we find ourselves in certain situations, we go too far. Like for instance, laba bantu uqoba umuntu okade uthandana naye umqobo umfaka efridgini. Yabo, that's yabo, I feel like ukuthi a simple conversation namanjita akho yokuthi ekuse bafowethu noma ngathi umuntu usefebe kangakanani. Yabo, ngamane umxoshe endlini. You understand? Or phuma umshiye. But this thing yokuthi bethu uzombulala umuntu. And you know what's the worst part thing all over with? Is that umuntu bese khohlwa ukuthi umuntu lo wakomunye umuzi, angena umuntu wakho. Angena umuntu wakho. Yes, yeah. We can joke and say, yes. You can joke and say umuntu wakho, but you don't own them. You understand? And that's what it means. Uqonyo. Awumu-own umuntu. Because even if useshadile, ngaba yikho divorce. You know?
Hayi
ngaba yikho. Ngabe kuthiwa hayi
thathile forever. Manje-ke nakho-ke.
But hey, kuyisintu kanjalo. Kuyisintu kanjalo, thathile.
Hayi, asibuyele inkomo emuva kanjani?
Exactly.
Really kudala mfethu bebaphila kahle abantu kudala mfethu. Even if asithi wena-ke unomfowenu omncane and akwazi ukuthi uconceive abantwana nonkosikazi wakho. Bazokuthuma bathi awukhuphe kuye eGoli uyosibonela lapho baba ukuthi kwenze njani. Umntwana wakhe ibishaya isipani ngayi. Angithi niyafana negazi linye. Gaza amadiyeni. Bese wena mawufika umama thawo awuze uthi bese kuthi athi raca. Uma kezala umntana amahlazo wakhe avalekile. Bekanendlela zawo. Fede naleyo ukuthi yabona amatime ubaba mangabe uhambile maybe uhambe wayophuza nabangani bakhe ngale uma sebuya uza ngengoma noma mangabe unemizi emithathu usebuya kuleyo muzi esiya kulowo muzi ongapho umeza ngale egela ngegceke ushaya ingoma umakhopheni akacoce konke okungokwakhe yabona ukuthi violence bengekho
mangabe ukhona
yabona ukuthi indlela zayo mangabe ukhona yes vele bekumele babe khona lento yenzakala lapha nda yenzeka back then ngiyakutshela baba
no since
kunje ayikho into ezoyishintsha mfana into ezoshintsha ila masonto nje ukuthi sesikhethwe lawa up north sesikhethwe awethu sesikhethwe lawa shaya isigubhu kuyafana mfethu izinto ziyashintsha ziphinde zibuyele yeah man.
Nah, I feel you, my dog. Actually, we were meant to talk about something else. Now we've gone on a tangent. We're supposed
to talk,
yeah, man. Because I mean, mainstream media hardly discuss such things.
Always,
you know,
they try to program us.
Yeah, but and like I feel like like grooming young boys to be men and understanding Guti, a role model is not someone who's flashy, you know. Sometimes and see how they move and the decisions that they make. But again, you know, I guess there's no space for that. So but such conversations help in such instances.
I hear you, man.
Before we get to a point where such conversations will be censored, because I guess people on mainstream media are censored as far as these conversations are concerned. Ramaphosa recently approved they recently approved the bill, which is the
censorship bill.
Yes, the censorship
bill. Yeah, man. And my understanding of that.
What are your thoughts on that?
These are just my thoughts. Not politically aligned with anyone, not affiliated with the Engineer Levels podcast.
However, so wait, let me just give context to anyone listening who doesn't know what's happening. So basically, President Cyril Ramaphosa and the communications minister, Kumbuzo Chabeni, have proclaimed that a law granting sweeping censorship powers to the Film and Publication Board came into effect from the 1st of March 2022. Ramaphosa and Chabeni signed the proclamation on the 11th of February, and it was published on the Government Gazette on the 25th of February. However, media and civil society only learned that this had happened on the day the law came into effect because the Film and Publication Board invited the press to attend a media briefing about it on the 3rd of March. So it's gibberish. I don't even need to read it. This is because...
Anyway.
No. Listen, classic South African. This is because the government printing works has not published the government. Like,
see, this is targeted to certain people. This law is targeted to certain people, but let's explain what it entails, what it means to an ordinary South African who's just like you and me. So this law basically says anything that has been posted on social media, internet, basically, so what is YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, What else?
Facebook,
Yeah,
Instagram,
yes, Facebook,
WhatsApp.
all of that. Yes, before you post any video, whether you are a content creator making money or just a private citizen who's just trying to save your videos, create videos, it needs to go to the film publication board first for them to rate it, whether it contains violence or 16 or nudity, and then you wait for them
Or
to
it's
give you a
inciting
certified,
violence or hate.
yes,
Hate speech.
or hate speech, maybe perpetuating a certain group or to inflict disturbance in a community. So they're trying to monitor all of those videos that are going through. For me, it's just crazy, man. In cases like when you're doing a live feed, because you can go live.
Man, dog, man. At home affairs, no. At home affairs, dog. How long does it take for you to get your ID back? And now imagine every time I have to upload an episode, I have to post it to them so that they can approve it. Come on, that's not realistic.
That's crazy, man. And not only are you uploading,
it's the same thing as talking about electric cars.
Man.
South Africans,
they're killing us now.
We as South Africans shouldn't be talking about electric cars.
No way. It's 2022 now. Oh boy. We just had load shedding, like, I understand, no one is explaining. Well, we're South Africa, I understand that, boy. But yeah, it's based. But the main reason for the bill to be passed was, they said to prevent malicious content to reaching underage children, content such as pornography, child pornography. Also, what's this? Revenge porn. And yeah, the stories are my revenge porn, man. Yes, so Mr. Out.
But I was, there's no such thing as revenge porn. It's just umchita. It's just umchita. Itshengisela ama-out wakhe ukuthi kusibhekani bengimenza.
If I zanga ngemini so, bona ntwana nuka la ntwana.
Nuka.
Ayakela baba. Kurafla ngaphandle. Yeah, man. So that bit is trying to protect from that. If only you can just if they get the penalty. The penalty is 150 or 8 months minimum. And you can go up to if you find a video maybe
exactly.
Come on, man.
Usicishe content lo muntu wethu.
Now the video SAPC 1. Now was playing around. But the internet SAPC 1. Now was playing
Ramaphosa gangster angempela baba. The real gangster.
Aloya baba. Uthe chumani mina ngizanenzela amasimba. Yonke into baba. Kwenzeka into ezingakazi zenzeka bale kulo mhlaba pho ngiyakutshela. But yeah, man. Yeah. So
like imagine, dog. Like there's so many things that are out of control. My police station kulahleka ama-docket. But uzokhuluma indaba zo-censorship.
I think what they're doing is they know who they're targeting. They just have a certain group of people that they know pushing a certain movement. So with this bill, can actually give them power to actually tell them, guys, if you don't stop, then you face these charges or you go to prison. Anyways, we can still post, my man. This doesn't affect us.
I think it's the big corporates behind the mainstream media that are pushing this bill. Because they remember Umekchi when he said the radio guys are coming at him because it's taking away sponsors from them. So obviously these radio guys, they're not gonna sit back because it's not just to make sure that they need to worry about. Soon there's gonna be a lot of people.
True. So they have to bring these laws. You can only do till so much. And then anything else, you know what I mean? Hey, man, that's crazy. That's mafia shit, man. Mafia shit, dog.
Imagine, bro. People want to capture the internet. They want to capture the internet.
These motherfuckers, they loot money everywhere. And then now they're going where we're trying to, you know, scrape shit. But no, man. Yeah, so it's up, my man. The bill is up. It's been passed. And yeah, we have to see big. You know?
and like, this is not what we, shit, I hate this. I voted for the ANC, dog. Like, yeah, and then, yeah. And
shot ourselves in the foot, man. Yeah.
Dog, we played us, dog. You know?
We played us for real.
And I will tell you, I did not vote because of Ramaphosa. Like, I voted because
ideology.
Exactly. You know, I was indoctrinated with, okay, this is the party that liberated the people. This is the party that cares about Black people. Not just, yes, it cares about South Africans, but it prioritizes being Black. And today, like, the Black person is the most oppressed.
And he's oppressed by the Black one again. Can you imagine that, bro?
The number of unemployed Black citizens in South Africa is extremely high.
They have to go abroad to find, you know, greener pastures, you know, going out there for greener pastures, and they'll be appreciated and make more money than us. I mean, here.
And on top of that, we've got these bills that are trying to kill freedom of speech. Because that's another thing, that's another victory that we were promised. When this freedom charter was passed, was put into play, we were told would have freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech.
But now there's a bill that's being secretly passed to censor us. Democracy.
Ukuthi nikhuluma kakhulu now.
Dog.
How can it be democracy, Brian? You're still telling me go take a shit, come back and eat, do it. No, dog, it's a free country. I mean, if I want to express myself this way, this is how it is. I've got a fan base. Come in, let's work together. You know, in my space, you can do certain advertisement of your products or whatever. Let's work together. I mean,
why is the country still in state of emergency or disaster, whatever it is? Why? Dog, Ukraine, bashana ngama-bomb, dog. They're out there, they're outside.
And the deaths are says, how many deaths now in the past 9-10 days?
Even in the
I'm distractions. I'm distractions. Corona abotaki bayabulela amagenzi abulela abochiri awu vele lezi zinto zenzeka sebazothatha abaziphakamise bazibeke on the forefront kube ngathi black men are the ones that are doing this. Hey baba, black men are nothing. We love our women. These guys, they torture, they burn the house, they kill the children, you know what I mean, dog? Isn't this heinous? But it's not about that. All I'm saying is hey, this government of us, when is this serious engabe attend lezo kudlala ezincane ezazingekho before bangena in power yizo bangathi bamekuzo already treated to, I can't allow people to be posting shit about that. No way, dog, come on. Change their mind. It
doesn't matter.
We are run by intwana lezi. And abafuni intwana zikani ngoba intwana ziyabona ukuthi lana siyadlaliwe manje. Yabona nje sidlaliwe nje ngathi.
That it's only a matter of time, dog. The gravy train is gonna end.
Dog, we just need one solid power. I mean, solid party that's gonna stand for the people. Even if you go political, you understand? Like we spoke earlier on, our communities must form. You know, in other cultures, like South Africa, I checked somewhere on the web. There's this place where they teach a curriculum, the normal South African curriculum at schools. And then they have the Afrikaans indigenous from the four trekkers, where they originate from. They interpret what they've learned in that language as well. So they take extra time to actually teach and indoctrinate their children of who they are. Religion, that we live with, not far in the outside our country, the Muslim community. They go to madrasa. Why? To understand why you are a Muslim, how to conduct yourself as such. Everywhere you go and you see a Muslim, what do you see? It's a reflection of self, and you are God. And that person, you understand? Tina, no. That's why our brothers can cut off a sister's arm leg just for cash and 100,000. What is 100,000 you can make in just maybe a month if you want to sell yourself? Even if it can take you 10 years, wait for your time, you know? Let's work together. Find somebody who's born in
we've got people in our communities who are selling our own black sisters to foreigners out there to be traded as sex slaves. Not only sisters, but kids as well.
We have children,
just all in the sake of what's indala. Like come on,
bro.
Come on. No. Just cause I don't know how take Nike. Amasha. Una iPhone, but it's not an iPhone. Una TV, but it's not a flat screen. So then you suzo tindala. Aye, come on. Come on.
You see, our priorities way too far. And we are the ones that are supposed to be leading in terms of perseverance, struggle, and maintaining order within our own structures. Our parents did a great job with us. Why is it that they let anything come in, float in like Natisialandela, like I'm minions. Like that's not my backbone, bro. Even any family, something like we spoke earlier on, is busy eating Peters about that. Our real culture with Abattoir, the reason why we have a tombstone is because flowers with originally the fruit or the seed of this family tree. Subliminally says practice that the patas full that made. The very Jesus, let us him to Messiah. Asmas, it's not like a little corner. Hey, bra, Mama don't suicide and all of this is bullshit, man. Everything is in front of you. We're missing out on good people just because of perception that we have of what real life is. Like you said earlier on, we need to change this narrative again of men. When you have money, you feel better that you can get any woman, and any woman trying to, now they're beautiful as they are. You don't have to attract that man on your mind. That also is perpetuating that system, a moral decaying society, whereby when you see each other, you want to eat each other. And the white men out there, they're taking the whatever into the better places, but we fail. We must she's into the gas.
Hey, wait.
Hey.
Wait, like I remember, like whenever you hear stories of not that I'm perpetuating crime here.
Yeah, I know where you're going, but yeah.
But like Amakins Akdala, awakang around you understand that? They had a code. You understand? And in nowadays, there's people that live on a daily basis just to chop them. Like his
like you spoke earlier on, as accountability. I was saying to you just now, sometimes we are wasting money. Right, I waste it. Because my standard. So right, I waste it. So that balance. Maybe I'll extort him somehow. All I'm saying is, if Tina Sabota Kipram, why don't you turn it around, bro? As much as you hate that, and you turn the Mutonga was wherever outside of other continents. If was appreciated, it means when I saw it, I was trying and we disgrace to the existence of the family, because Sinala that because they understand that yabona indoda yomuntu omnyama ngamanye siphakamisa ama-voice thusa iy'ngane. Not to our women. We love our women. That's why we can have 4 of them, because we've got so much love. But now, because of this whole system keeps changing, he needs to adopt and change. Rights. You understand? When you have a more than that old system, to aggressive. Other cultures can just diminish the law. Not in my house. But because I can see a vocal, that's why our black families are so exposed. All of these tabloid TV shows exploiting our black people just to perpetuate this mediocre that we don't have family structures. We just go by anything with fashion, money, bitches, drinks, and all of that. All of it doesn't happen anymore. It's just these youngsters that are doing it from Boyanty. But our age, then it's a problem. Then that's when we need to start sibonisana ukuthi ndoda la uyaphetha la, because mawusizile wena mawusizubali. I was telling my friend the other day, you need to buy a car a while back. I thought I can't drive. Buy a car, and then mangibhayisele icar, but me uzayifaka imali every month. Yahlala imoto for about 6 months, and even nini not touching it drive. Why drive? And then it became comfortable. So I hey, thank you very much, my man, for push buy a car. Mina mangena car, isengiphelela yena ubali lami, hey bra, ngicela ungivayise kuphi. Ukusiza umuntu ukusiza wena, in a long story short, you understand? Just another analogy. I've got this friend, he's from KZN, M2. So the pinchami, we talk about challenges of life. One day, ngithi bra, melu drive media, but I don't know number 5 yabona. Empethu lo muntu maye ngashaya amabonda no bra. Phela mawungagula nawo, izothathwa intwana yakho. And mayithatha intwana yakho uzoyirevive ayivuthuze yabo. Angithi sinaleyo mentality ka ngiyabonakala ukuthi ngihamba ngekari eGrootman yami. Yena ngeke ayiphathe le uyiphatha ngakhona. But mawufundisa unkosikazi wakho ukuthi ayibambe, uyazi le kari yasendlini. Mawugula akekho ozoyithatha. Bonke bayazi uyakwazi ukudrive and bazomhlonipha, mara mayazi ukuthi uzoyilungisa le kari. And bra waza last week we were talking about it. Hey, dog, hey, bra, tell you what, she's driving dog and I'll be relaxed. So what I'm trying to say is, umuntu like must engage in a conversation, let's make sure ukuthi siyamamelana, and mawutshela umuntu ungathi umuntu uyajuda or uyakulahla, asiphane umqondo ngobe umuntu ungasho nje comment yana yena bekangayibuni, and mayiphuma endlini sometimes kuya hey lona ufuna ukungilawula mara ubani makisho again and positive uyabona ukuthi ashuthi vele yabo athi ke ngizame nami ukuthi and izinto ziyashintsha program, and then we get to ukuthembana in confidence ngezinye izinto eziheavior, some agents sikhulisa abantwana uthola ukuthi umntwana ungena HIV. You can't always keep talking to women. You need a man ozokwazi ukukhuluma naye, understand the situation yakho ukuthi this is what I'm facing, so that now even if akana situation but ngoba ukhulume nendoda, you understand uzothi hayi mfethu anginamanye amagama but ke i-right la ikhona, you understand. Now uzokwazi nangabe naye make ne-issue ayikuthi upload out ukuthi abantu bazothini, he's got a place where I was offload account. But yeah, man, all of this takes time and
I know, I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel you, dog. I think let's bring it to an end. I don't have anything to say after that. You've just wrapped it up.
Nice to meet you, man. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you to Denity for joining us. Siyabonga Prawami. Your family, like I said, your brother. People must get used to seeing you here. You're part of the platform.
Thank you so much, man. Hey, man, I'm going to come down to Durban. I want to do the street thing. I want to take a camera and go around asking people random questions. Some are motivational, some are funny. So we're asking people, youngsters, take the camera, have the little kids with a bit of candy, whatever, just to create that excitement. Not necessarily body shaming and all, but that's how it grew. Even if however it is, just to create that vibe, see how people live, like live and direct, other conversations that we spoke about, maybe we raise and start having more questions on the street, just to see, and then we create a poll, however that it takes us. But thank you so much, man. I really appreciate for this platform, and all the best, man.
Shout out, Mac Dog. Thanks for pulling in.
Shout out to you.
Pleasure.
Thank you, fam.
Shout out. Thank you to all our returning subscribers. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new here, do the right thing, subscribe, like, drop a comment in our comment section. Tell us what you think of the show. If there's any other topics that you'd like to suggest for me and Uteriti to cover on the next one. This is Being General. It's been good. Catch us next time. Peace.